The story kicks off with Emma, a stunning woman juggling a double life. She's got a secret gig involving assignments orchestrated by a mysterious man over the phone. Fresh off a mission in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Emma sheds her disguise and embraces her true self back at home. Her return is met with warmth and love from her 2 kids. To her husband Dave, she casually mentions she's been on a business trip to Nebraska, conveniently omitting her international escapades. Emma realizes she completely forgot their 7th wedding anniversary, leaving her feeling guilty. The next morning, while whipping up breakfast, she gets a message from Raj, her go-to guy for arranging her clandestine tasks. Raj informs her that her latest client is thrilled with her work in Buenos Aires, and that payment has come through. However, he warns her to keep a low profile because her face has popped up on a wanted list on a shady website. Fortunately, Raj managed to pull the bounty down. Still, he insists she take another job the client is pushing for. Emma refuses, needing a break after just getting home. Raj, however, keeps pressing, dangling a hefty payout, enough to keep her safe from Sovereign, a dangerous group known for hunting people through bounties on the dark web. Later that day, Dave proposes a getaway to celebrate their anniversary. Emma turns him down, worried about disappointing her family again. She's made similar promises in the past, only to back out. Trying a different approach, Dave surprises her with a nurse costume, suggesting a playful role play. Emma, though, has a different idea. She suggests they meet the next night at a bar, pretending to be strangers, complete with fake names. They'll role play as new acquaintances, book a fancy hotel room, and rekindle the spark in their marriage. Emma ropes in Kelly, Dave's younger sister, to babysit their kids during their date. When the evening rolls around, Emma shows up at the luxurious Royal Grand Hotel. Meanwhile, Dave gets stuck in traffic and can't get through to Emma because of a poor signal. While waiting at the bar, Emma catches the attention of an older guy named Bob Kellerman, who tries his luck by flirting with her. Though uninterested, Emma plays along, introducing herself as Alice Over and claiming to work in finance. Bob keeps pestering her until Dave finally arrives. Spotting Emma's lack of interest in Bob, Dave notices she's more focused on a mysterious man sitting in the corner of the bar. Dave, stepping into his role, introduces himself as Jack Dawson while Emma sticks with her alias, Alice Over. Bob, oblivious to their game, interrupts to boast about landing a major contract and invites them to his room for drinks to celebrate. Once there, Emma puts on some music and asks Dave to wait in bed while she excuses herself to the bathroom. Instead of rejoining Dave, Emma sneaks off to Bob's room. It turns out Bob isn't just an annoying flirt. He's a hitman who had just taken out a diplomat. When he noticed Emma earlier, he realized she wasn't just any woman. She was Anna Peller, the infamous hitwoman Sovereign had been hunting. Sovereign wanted Anna alive, not dead, so Bob figured he'd hit the jackpot when she walked into his life. However, Emma, formerly Anna, had escaped Sovereign's grip and created a new identity to start fresh. Bob proposed a partnership, offering to split the reward for her capture, 60% for him and 40% for her. Emma wasn't interested. Instead, she revealed that the drink Bob had at the bar was poisoned. He'd soon be incapacitated. As Emma retrieved her weapon, Dave called, wondering where she'd gone. She quickly ended the call, only to face an enraged but temporarily blinded Bob. Despite his weakened state, Bob tried to shoot her. Emma swiftly overpowered him, finishing the job before returning to her room to resume the night with Dave as if nothing had happened. The next morning, back at home, Emma was deep in thought as she messaged Raj about the events of the previous night. Dave, noticing her distraction, kept asking what was on her mind, but she brushed him off. Raj called soon after, heightening Dave's curiosity. Raj warned Emma that the incident at the hotel would likely hit the news, and Sovereign's leader, Gwen Carver, might soon learn her location. He urged Emma to leave immediately and head to the airport. Meanwhile, Dave received a shocking call from Kelly. She informed him about a murder at the Royal Grand Hotel and sent him a news link. Dave was horrified to see that the victim was none other than Bob, the man they'd encountered at the bar. Panicked, Dave told Emma about the news, which also mentioned that the police were looking for a man and a woman seen with the victim. While Dave wanted to come clean and contact the authorities, Emma convinced him otherwise. Their use of fake names and identities at the hotel would only make them look more suspicious. Reluctantly, Dave agreed to wait for the police to approach them instead. Emma, however, had other plans. Claiming she needed to attend an unexpected work meeting, she prepared to leave. But her departure marked the beginning of a chain of events that would pull her deeper into her dangerous past. The next morning, Dave wasn't too thrilled with Emma's decision to leave again so soon after coming back, but he eventually caved. After bidding their kids farewell, he told her he'd pick her up at the domestic arrivals terminal on Monday when she got back. Once she left, Dave stayed glued to the news, obsessing over updates about Bob's murder. The cops had already pulled their pictures from the hotel's CCTV, and it was only a matter of time before they were identified. The tension started getting to him, and he kept trying to call Emma, but her phone stayed off the entire time. By the day she was supposed to return, she wasn't listed on any local flight. Things took a turn for the worse when Dave headed back to his car in the airport parking lot and found two NYPD detectives waiting for him. They escorted him to the station and started grilling him about Bob Kellerman's murder at the Royal Grand Hotel. Dave told them everything, how he'd only just met Bob and that the fake name thing was just a playful part of the role-playing game he and Emma were doing. But let's be real, the detectives weren't buying it. Then, an intelligence agent named Carver stepped in, dropping a bombshell that left Dave completely stunned. His wife wasn't who she claimed to be. Turns out, the woman he married had stolen someone else's identity 8 years ago and had been living a lie ever since. Carver showed him photos of Emma at the Buenos Aires airport from the week before, proving she had lied about going to Nebraska. Even more shocking, the guy they met at the bar wasn't Bob Kellerman at all. His real name was Derek Worley, and he was a hitman. Things only got crazier. Carver spilled the tea that Raj wasn't Emma's boss, but her fixer, the one who found her clients. And Emma? She wasn't just anyone. She was Anna Peller, one of the most infamous assassins across continents. At first, Dave thought this was all some kind of sick prank, but the seriousness in everyone's faces told him it was anything but. Reeling from the revelations, Dave rushed home and tore through the house, looking for any secret belongings Emma might have hidden. Eventually, he stumbled upon a concealed safe full of wigs, fake passports, and firearms. The truth about his wife started to sink in, but Dave needed answers directly from her before deciding what to do. Meanwhile, over in Berlin, Emma was on the run, with members of Sovereign hot on her trail. She tried to shake them off, even ditching Raj's car at one point, but they were relentless. Though she managed to fend off one of her pursuers, the confrontation ended with Raj losing his life after taking a bullet. Back at home, Dave wasn't sitting idle. He started calling the numbers on the business cards he found in Emma's secret stash. One of them finally connected him to her, and he realized she was in Berlin. Ignoring her warnings to stay away, Dave was determined to confront her in person. When they finally reunited at a bar in Berlin, Emma came clean about everything. She told Dave her real name was Anna and explained her dark past. She'd been groomed as an assassin from childhood, trained by her father, who was a former secret agent. After her father's death, Carver, yes, the same Carver, took her under her wing and molded her into a deadly operative for Sovereign. For years, Anna believed she was doing good by eliminating dangerous criminals. But as she grew older, she realized she was just a pawn in Sovereign's twisted games. Meeting Dave during a mission in Boston changed everything for her. For the first time, she felt loved and valued, and it made her yearn for a normal life. Anna explained that she only took on occasional jobs to ensure her family's safety from Sovereign's grasp. Despite all the lies, she begged Dave to believe that her love for him was real. She revealed that her trip to Berlin was to secure Canadian passports for him and the kids so they could start over. She promised that once they dealt with Sovereign, she'd leave the assassin life for good. Dave, though overwhelmed, assured Anna that he still loved her despite everything. But their heartfelt reunion was cut short when Sovereign operatives stormed in, capturing both of them and their kids. When Anna came to, she found herself face-to-face with Carver, who made her a chilling offer: rejoin Sovereign, or her children would suffer. Reluctantly, Anna agreed, but with one condition: her kids had to remain unharmed. Carver agreed, but demanded Anna eliminate Dave, claiming he was a distraction, leading him into the woods under surveillance. Anna hesitated, torn between her orders and her love for him. She eventually fired, causing Dave to collapse. While a Sovereign agent checked on Dave's body, Anna took her down, revealing that her shot had only grazed him. Together, they made their way to Sovereign's hideout to rescue their kids. Dave focused on getting the children to safety while Anna confronted Carver head-on. After taking out Carver's remaining guards, Anna finally faced her former mentor in a brutal showdown. Carver tried to escape, but was met by Anna, who shot her critically, leaving her to her fate. Anna reunited with Dave and their kids, risking everything to protect them. Exhausted but relieved, the family left the chaos behind, hoping to rebuild their lives. The experience taught them a hard lesson. Honesty might be tough, but living a lie can spiral out of control. At the end of the day, pretending to be someone you're not, especially in a fancy hotel roleplay, might just land you in deeper trouble than forgetting your anniversary. If you've enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the like button, or hit it twice if you didn't like it, just to be sure. Make sure to check out the full movie to experience all the action yourself. Thanks for reading, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.